Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Speed Gaming and a game two brackets race against Sigil711 and Spudozaurus. There's a lot of history between these two that we'll talk about in a little bit, but to start with, let me say hi to my co-commentator, Fighter. How you doing, Freedom Fighter?
I am doing good. It is a good morning for Zelda.
Yeah, we like a little we there was already one tournament race earlier this morning, so we've got some Saturday morning fun. And this is a big one because if Sigil wins, he'll move on in the brackets, and so Spud needs to get the victory to stay alive.
That's right. And it looks like we are. That's an annoying screen to start on.
Yeah, it feels like you should be able to get right over to that open cave there, but the river's in the way.
Yeah.
And with the
That's,
sword,
oh!
in that open cave, it's basically the only starting spot with this flag set that you don't get to grab the sword immediately.
And with that large secret, this would be a LOZ approved money seed.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They're not going to be hurting for arrows, maybe a blue ring, although both of these runners are good enough that they don't really need it, or any other purchases they've got.
I don't know. And hey, we're starting with a quarter. So once you get those triforces, maybe up in the northeast or northwest, like you can recorder quickly.
Oh
But
yeah,
then again, go ahead.
starting with recorder changes the game pretty significantly because it encourages you to spend a lot less time in the levels since you can get back there pretty easily.
Oh yeah, it does. And also, I'm kind of surprised they're not heading immediately to Recorder Lake and the Deadwoods recorder spots. But then again, no candle. I kind of get it.
Sigil's making his way over there.
That's disgusting. 27 for bombs.
That'll eat up a lot of that big secret.
Yeah. How about we get a 40 and a 20 for the medium and small secrets?
Then there'll be no shortage of no shortage of money for everybody.
Ooh, level 8? And I think that starting screen, it could be any of the dungeon or any of the possibilities.
Yeah, I agree with you. Let's see if these Stalfos are shooting anything.
I haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, so it looks like we may have... Oh, and a quick triforce, too. We may have shapes and first quest dungeon layout that we're dealing with today. Which the runners, I'm sure, will be happy to see that they don't have to deal with any second quest nonsense.
Actually, this can't be second quest because I didn't notice Sigil is going in a spot that doesn't exist on second quest. And at level 8.
Spud's also going to pick up the level 8 Triforce, and we'll see if Sigil did a bit of poking around, but is going to move on, and Spud may do the same.
Yeah, I would like to look around, see what the enemy set is, because if it's nothing but gels and staffles, I'll stick around. But otherwise, yeah, let's move on. But Lionel's? No. Give me a few more hearts and maybe a white sword or wand.
Oh yeah. I mean, level 8's nice, and Q1 level 8's not too big, and you got 3 items in it, so I could see either play here. We'll see what Spud finds as he digging out this level 8.
And those ropes are not flashy, so that confirms no second quest. I believe.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll have shapes for the first 6 levels, and then first quest layouts for 7, 8, and 9.
So no keys as of yet, and Sigil going for a bomb but doesn't get it. And if you don't have a bomb, that screen right there is kind of painful to get back to sometimes.
Spud's gonna see if oh no, Spud skips the blue Lionel room and the Manhandler room, and finds a room here which will definitely be a push block given where that bomb is. We'll see if it's the staircase or one of the items.
Spiky is down, and uh-oh.
That is a big find for Spud, and makes it well worthwhile to have stuck around in 8 when Sigil moved on.
Yeah. I gotta give Spud the lead here just because Sigil has a triforce. He might not come back as quickly. Even though you know there's 3 items.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you. My guess is, you know, especially with no Q2 dungeon, Sigil's going to be looking for level 1, 2, 3, 4, probably, you know, as much overworld exploration as he can get before he heads back to level 8.
And seeing how both of these runners have a lot of cash, we just haven't seen any the candle shop, because I imagine that's the first thing they would buy.
It's one of my favorites with this flag set is to get the early cash and be able to buy the candle and then take hearts and potions out of the take any's. But you're right, nobody's had the opportunity yet.
Maybe here. Bomb spot opens, and we have a casino.
So while they're exploring the overworld, just talk for a moment about how they both got here. So Sigil had a bye in the first round of the brackets, and then won an impressive victory over Jay Coper in the second round to get to this point. Spud won a tight 2-1 victory over Adirondack Rick before beating Kathy JD in the second round to match here. These two have faced off many times. They've been in 132 races together, including, 17 times that they've raced head-to-head. So they are no strangers to each other whatsoever, and they're incredibly tightly matched. Sigil has finished ahead of Spud 69 times, and Spud has finished ahead of Sigil 63 times. So the 13-second win that Sigil had last night was not at all unusual for the two. In fact, the very first time these two raced head-to-head was back in May of 2022, and it ended with Sigil finishing ahead by 3 seconds. So almost since the start of that the two of them have been playing this game together, they've been incredibly tightly matched.
All right. So awesome. And it looks like Betty is on the coast. And our large or medium secret rolled up to 39, while the small secret rolled to 10 vanilla. So money will not be an issue. Those P hats are annoying. All right, candle shot.
There's
42.
a candle. It's a nice cheap candle also, so it's not going to make much of a dent in that large pile of cash that they've got.
Well, and Spud also buys arrows, so he can take advantage of that bow that he found early. So he's probably loving the fact that the secrets rolled up, so he's got a lot of more ammunition.
Yep, no, yeah, there's gonna be and Sigil takes a death. They'll send him back to start. Spud found a take any, but yeah, having the cash, it makes a lot of the decisions easier. You buy the arrows, no problem. Buy the candle, no problem. Shoot those arrows, no problem. You don't really have to think twice about any of it.
And did Sigil not go into the candle shop?
I think he did not.
Because he bumped the 1R mouse left the screen, but I don't think he actually went in to the candle shop, or if he did. Oh, wait. He bought a bunch of stuff, so he's almost broke. I think he did. It's just I haven't seen the candle in his B select button. And that is a nice... Ooh, now he is broke. That's a nice little recorder tune.
Little classic Metroid.
Chad saying he spent the money and didn't have the candle.
I missed what he spent the money on. Maybe he bought some of those expensive bombs.
Possibly.
All right. While they're still in the overworld, I got one last stat that I want to share to show how close these two are. Last year, in 2023, Sigil raced 227 times. Spud raced... Where is it? Gotta get it. Spud raced 174 times. Sigil's average time for all of those races was 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 34 seconds. And Spud's average time for all of their races was 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 24 seconds. So only a 10-second average difference in their time over hundreds and hundreds of races. That's how close two are.
That is cool. An average of 10 seconds. And it looks like the same enemy set for levels 1 and 8, and this is definitely Shapes 1.
Having those arrows is pretty nice to be able to deal with those Lionels from a distance. Ooh, segmented Shapes 1 at that.
Segment. Now Sigil has his candle. He's going to be burning up the forest. Finds a take any. What do you think our white sword item will be?
I'm gonna guess that our white sword item will be the book.
The book, okay. Because right now, Spud has a 2 in 3 chance. Sigil 1 in... Nope.
That's a great Kananaki by Spud there, using a bomb to finish off the Lionels and save a key. Save a key that he doesn't yet have.
And Sigil did not like the Armos item. He burned it. You start with the item, and yeah, I get it. You'd rather have something else.
Sigil finds level 1, so we got both runners in level 1.
And what is that?
Book, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure which sprite that is. Chat seems to feel it's the book. So, an early book in this flag set, really helpful, because it's going to tell Spudozaurus what the old men are saying, and those hints can be pretty key. All you need is one hint about ladder, maybe the power bracelet, the silvers.
It's the boomerang, I assume.
I believe so.
It looked like a bone.
The dog bone boomerang.
The dog bone boomerang. The wooden boomerang. Alright.
Sigil also has 0 keys, so we'll see if he's some similar kinetic keys in his future.
Well, Spud got a really good one off a manhandle, and that's really tricky. Because they can not cooperate with the direction you want them to go. Compass, and I'm thinking it's key blocked, if I recall, going when he went up that way. Ladder block. A key and a ferry.
That's gonna clear out the rest of these rooms looking for that third item.
I'm gonna say a heart.
Oh, when Spud catches a stray sword beam from that line, I'll have to head back over to the segment.
Sigil picks up the banana. He's like, why not? Stuns. And the ropes rolled up to 3, so it's not exactly friendly. There's the vanilla sprite for the book. With the big money seed, I suspect that both runners will buy all 6 hints.
Oh yeah, too risky not to. You find that hint cave, you have the book. Even if you don't want to go through buying them, possibly resetting and getting your money back, you kind of have to, because if your competitor does and you don't, and there's a big hint, you're far behind.
Oh yeah, I called a race a couple days ago, and the one racer bought 5 of the 6 hints. He couldn't afford the 50 or 55. I can't remember what it was. The other racer bought it and said, Gliak lurks with the silver arrows. But it's like, oh man. I was like, he doesn't have enough money to do it. He was only like 7 rupees short of getting it, but he never got it.
Well, the first one we got in this level 1 is Guria Grumbles by a Lake. So, that's not the most helpful, but not awful. Gives you an idea where level 7 might be.
Oh, not Death Mountain. Triforce pickup. 2-1 lead.
Alright, we got the highest Triforce and the lowest Triforce. Now we'll work on the ones in the middle.
Alright. Where do you think level 9 will be?
I always wish for the convoluted outcome, so I'm gonna hope that it'll be the coast raft spot.
Coast raft spot. Okay, where's the raft?
I mean, the raft is on the floor in level 7, of course.
Oh, was Roba 7?
I mean, naturally.
Awesome.
Spud has meanwhile gone from level 2 to from level 1 to level 2. Level 2's enemy set includes Pole's Voice, so that's going to be a time advantage to Spud, as they have the bow and arrow that they can make use of compared to Sigil, who will likely find level 2 shortly, but not have the bow.
Well, it depends how many Pole's Voice there are in a level. I mean, are they blocking a shutter door? Or are they in rooms where there's like nothing, like dark rooms? So yeah, overall a speed advantage, but not absolute. But this could be huge.
Well, yeah, Goma with a shutter door there. Although there's probably another route around, but maybe this room has something important.
Well, with that map, unless he can go around through the top side. Oh, Triforce.
Triforce.
Well, Goma doesn't block the Triforce, which is good for Sigil. But what does it block? Pack of bombs?
Lots of bombs.
Oh, it's 27 rupees.
You're right. So far, there has only been one or two of those polls voiced. So, there's a couple more, but it hasn't been too bad.
Yeah. Maybe he can... And he's not leaving the room, so we don't know if that's the main enemy yet. You know, I like leaving the room and coming back, and especially with Wizrobes, it's like, no, please let it be the orange one as the main enemy.
That's right. Anything but those blue ones sticking around when you leave and come back.
And Sigil gets the Triforce, tying it up at 2 apiece.
Spud finds a heart container on the floor and 2, so that's one of our 2 items in this level 2.
And that is a dark room. So there's at most a key. Compass we don't need. So that Goma really doesn't block anything. Picks up his nickel.
This might be the last room Spud has to clear in this too.
I think there's one more.
Oh. Alright.
In the E, there's a top room because you couldn't get in there because it was a double
because of the river.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe, yeah. The forest, no, get the hint. Oh, the forest is level 9's in the forest.
So much for my raft spot. Spud's forced to use a key.
Well, there still could be the white sword item being silvers on a raft spot, and you might have to go to level 9 to get the raft.
Unfortunately, chat's saying that there was a hint for that the white sword item is a heart container, so no such luck.
I missed it.
And the second item in 2 is also a heart container, so double heart, level 2. Spud's gonna refill his bombs and go pick up the Triforce.
I wonder if how much thought Sigil is going to give this Goma right here. Picks up the track. Oh, he almost died too. Half a heart, no tunic.
Getting bodied by those spike traps. I'm sure Sigil will be going back in to look for the items. That 2 is too small to leave something behind, even when you've got the recorder.
Yeah, that is a small 2. Hmm. 16 rooms, is that? And level 1's even just as big or smaller. They already went through it, but I'm thinking level 6 could be enormous.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That Shape 6 has a lot of rooms written all over it right now.
Huh. It could potentially be larger than 7.
Oh,
because we know
our first hint shop. No
No
feat
feat
of
of-
strength, so no power bracelet required. Spud does
And-
not have enough cash to buy those other hints, but I'm sure they'll come back. Well, they'll likely come
Maybe.
back when they can.
He's like, large secret, please, large secret. Okay, I'll take heart. CJ approves. That heart pickup.
Spud has filled their first row of hearts and is gonna head towards the Dead Woods. I think Sigil has done most, if not all, of these checks.
No, you need that recorder, buddy. You burn the ground.
Mags is on Death Mountain.
Ooh, a little early to pick up, but hey.
You already got 8 hearts. You found a number of heart containers. It's definitely a possibility.
All right, so is it? I'm gonna say it's gonna be 11 heart mags. What do you think? 14?
I mean, I'm gonna hope for 14.
14 with 2 hearts and 9. And then pick up a potion, but it's kind of less likely with the big money seed and no red bubbles. So they might pick up all hearts at the take anys. First quest 6, let's see.
Sigil gets one of the heart containers in 2. Thanks to Bogey in chat, we can tell how much time Sigil's gonna be losing in this 2 from not having the arrows. Already been about half a minute, and Sigil's still got some more exploration of this 2 to go.
Yeah, he's just lucky that there wasn't like an 8-room pulse voice. It's been 2. It's been forgiving. But beefy Tektites, those things are the worst. I mean, I take that back. Gels.
I was gonna say beefy Keese are the worst, but all of these are pretty bad. And we do have a lot of enemies that seem to have rolled up in this seed. There's the second heart container. So Sigil is done at just over 27 minutes. So Spud netted about a minute time savings compared to Sigil from that level 2.
Forgotten Spot has the prescription. Never a bad pickup. And I take it those were Gorillas on the screen? I really don't know Spudosaurus's sprites at all.
No, I enjoy watching them, but I'm not an expert on the Pokemon sprites.
Oh, that was a nice bomb. Didn't net him much, but
Sorry, Freedom Fighter. I was just gonna say Sigil's finding this hint shop with a little more money than Spud had when they found it. So let's see if he's gonna buy a second hint. And that is not a useful hint. Meanwhile, Spud found I think that was the mags over in the recorder spot in East Death Mountain.
Okay, what is that enemy on Spectacle Rock? I don't know it at all. There, here he is on next to the start screen.
Octorok, maybe? Nope, no, Octoroks are Octoroks.
I'm thinking those are gorillas. Yeah, those are gorillas.
Cool. Both are runners picking up the same heart at the same time to move to 9 hearts. Same triforces, similar overworld exploration, but Spud still has that bow and arrow to have a bit of an advantage over Sigil.
Yeah. Spud at times takes a little bit of a lead, but I think that's only because he's getting to the levels just before Sigil. I call that a tie.
I mean, you can't be much closer than that, finding the same level, entering the same level. The arrows are not going to be any help against these darkness.
No. Or those Wizrobes. This might be one of those levels where it's like, oh, early Tringle, I'm out of here. I just hope it's a double heart. 5. And come back only when it makes C.
Goma creeps on Death Mountain, so we know it's not Power Bracelet block, so I think it has to be on West Death Mountain, based on what we've seen so far.
Agreed. So it's not going to be the second quest letter spot on Death Mountain.
That's right.
But it could be 2Q9.
Sure could.
I think it'd be
Giant shapes
fun.
level 6 with silvers buried in it at the 2Q9 spot? Sure.
Oh. Full of this enemy set?
Yeah. Buckle in for some Saturday morning fun. Sigil, meanwhile, had enough of that enemy set in that level 5 and found level 3 right nearby, which seems to have a much nicer, at least, enemy set at the start.
Nope. Wizrobes. Uncle Wizzy. Oh, stabbing my friend, I'm gonna shoot you. That's what that Wizrobe blue one said. What was that item?
Sigil grabbed the raft in level 3.
Okay.
And found some left-hand Lamolas who happened to go all the way to the right side of the room, but combined with the turrets, it was still too much for the 1 heart or so that Sigil had going into that room. Spud, meanwhile, is sticking out this likely push block room. 2 hearts in the blue Wizrobe. 3 bombs. Let's see what we got. Just a transport.
There's gonna be at least one.
Leok returns by a lake. We already know where level 8 is. And a possible ladder block.
Ladder block. And I was looking at the wrong screen when you said it was a nicer enemy set. I was still looking at Spuds.
Oh, no, that enemy set is still gross.
Oh, I was thinking he just got there. I got it mixed up. Sorry, chat. It is nicer.
Sigil decide that at least the map in level 3 was blocked in that ladder room? Oh, right, there was a shutter door in that Landmola room. room, so you're gonna need to get by the Lamola to make progress, or have the ladder for that Chevy room. Let's see. So Spud's persistence in level 8 already paid off somewhat. Let's see if similar persistence in level 5 yields results.
So the best case scenario would be like silvers and a red ring. Or
maybe
ladder.
silvers and any key. A wand would be nice. A ladder would be nice. Give some updated offense.
A ladder would be just as good as a wand because then you can go get Betty.
That is correct.
In fact, that's probably better than a wand. So 2 for 1. Ladder blocks out of the possibility. And
Mags. And another gross mixed room for Spud. This level 5 is quite the enemy set.
He's like, oh, wait a second. I have 10 hearts. I can pick it. No, I can't. He tried. Your 14 is alive.
Let's see if Sigil... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, and if he was able to pick it up at 10, Spud might not come back there because there's nothing up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess and with Sigil now taking that death, I'm gonna guess we're not coming back for mags. These runners are both good enough that they don't need it. So if it was convenient, maybe, but out of the way, they're not gonna head back that way.
Yeah, maybe if level 9 was, let's say, a Bogey's Arrow, I'd be like, yeah, I'm definitely trying it because it's only 2 screens off, but no.
So Spud now finds level 3. See if they have a similar experience with the... Well, they're gonna get the raft. The raft, by the way, in a pretty vanilla room, a right side corridor stair in level 3.
Nothing significant at the vanilla 4 raft spot. And he's like, no! Leftolas? Why? Why?
He got through the room. Unfortunately, I think that's only gonna route them down to that Chevy room. Yep. Gonna need to kill that Lamola to progress. But since you're on the right side now, maybe you can do that.
And with arrows.
It's a great job by Bud picking their spot to shoot down that Lamola. Get a compass, and we'll see a little bit more of this 3.
He likes the rupees, but I think he'd like a heart. I have a heart, please, so I don't die.
There we go. 1 heart at least.
Oh, he had it. Oh, what is that?
There's a triforce. Are we gonna stick around with only half a heart?
Yes, we will.
Like Spud will. Sigil, meanwhile, is back. Oh boy.
That's playing with fire right there.
Yeah, quite literally.
Well, he also knows it's an easy path to the Triforce. Oh, there's a heart. Get it, get it. There we go.
It's not that easy if you've got to go back through that Lamola room.
That's true.
Great job by Spud clearing out that room on single heart. Picking up a bunch of keys, which will be helpful. Sigil with my favorite purchase in Z1R of the little heart. In fact, we're going to get a double little heart purchase. I think Sigil is tired of a few of these overworld deaths, so going to help prevent it at a pretty cheap cost.
Some more leftovers. I'm in safety strats.
A little better without the BMOS also firing at you. Nice work again by Spud. Oh, and there's another big secret for Sigil. So Sigil's back to being loaded with cash.
This is a key heavy. This is a key heavy 3.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not significant, but it's definitely an advantage. Oh, any key. Any key.
Any key on the floor in 3. So, of course, the level that gives you 7 keys for free also has the any key.
That's funny.
The game's got a sense of humor. I think Sigil's gonna. I think Spud is probably gonna work their way towards where Sigil is and West Death Mountain, and we haven't seen that level 6 yet. So, and we don't have that many screens left. So, I think we ought to be finding it pretty soon. Let's see if it's at the 229 spot. Nope.
Nope. Darn it.
Sigil did not get the triforce in level 3. Sigil didn't want to deal with the left side blue Lambo, and the combination of that and the ladder block scares Sigil away. Sigil finds a red candle in a Chevy room right off the bat in level 6.
It'd be funny if that was the map instead of the candle. No! Oh! Well, Spud, when he gets there, he'll be like, okay, here, have all my keys. I don't care. Oh, early Triforce. Will he say, I'm out here, or will he dig a couple more rooms?
Level 6, you're right at the start. You got the recorder. Still
You
level 4. I think you keep moving.
And you know one of the items, so
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you'd take a look around if you didn't see the candle.
Nope, I think that's a great point. Yeah, Sigil still needs a lot, right? It needs the bows and silver, might need the ladder. You know, he thinks he very well could need the ladder. He saw the ladder block in 3, for example. Knows he doesn't need the power bracelet, but there's a lot of items that would be helpful to Sigil, but I think Sigil's still looking for levels, still hoping that can make progress with like a level 4, for example. Oof. More expensive hints. We knew that level 1 had the book. Magic boomerang is ladder blocks.
Oh, level 7.
And we knew that 3 had the raft. So overall, these hints have not been particularly useful.
No. If we got the hints earlier, maybe. And we haven't seen any hard ladder blocks for the Triforces, I don't believe. So, will this be one of those ladderless seeds until Zelda's in a Chevy?
Oh, it's the dream.
We're like, no!
The latest troll possible.
I have yet to see a seed like that. Today could be the day. We're tied up at triforce counts, but if you go the right way in 6, that'll be a quick 6. But 33 rooms of pain and suffering for this level 7. Doesn't push. Dark room has the map.
This room's not going to drop in level 7.
I call it the ketchup and mustard screen.
It is quite the colors going on in that screen.
At least Spiky doesn't have to die because he's like, here, have the key. Oh, you don't need it. Okay.
There's a moat room. Let's see. Spud does not want to take the time to clear it out and see if there's anything interesting that they can't get to.
Yeah. I think that's a wise time investment to skip it. Make a note of it. Sigil has a lot of exploration. 55 and 33. Okay, I think I... Sorry.
I was say Aquamenus on Spud's side is guarding the red ring.
I think that's the first time I've seen Aquamenus in Spud's sprite set.
Yeah, it doesn't look quite as cute and cuddly as in the vanilla sprite set.
No. You play with the vanilla sprite set, don't you?
I do, yeah.
What sprite set would you put on if you would change it?
That's a good question. I don't know. I like Shaddy's Mario themed sprites. I think those are fun. But I don't know. Zelda's my true love as gaming goes, so it's hard for me to pick another one. How about you?
I think I'd take a Star Wars attempt.
Nice.
And instead of Ganon, you're fighting Jabba the Hutt.
More left side Lambos on Spud's side. Sigil's also in level 7. Spud's going to grab the Triforce.
Or maybe the Raincorn. In the basement of Jabba's palace. Yeah.
So let's see. We know levels. Unless I haven't been paying enough attention, which is probably the case on the Overworld, I think we still have not found level 4 or level 9, or did we find level 9 somewhere?
I have not seen it.
Chat's saying we have seen level 9 near 7.
I was probably looking at the other screen.
You and me both. So, where do we think level 4 is?
Oh. No, we got a hint for level 9. in the forest. I don't recall seeing it though.
So I feel like the so far, what are we? We're 50 minutes in. The runners have been doing stuff in pretty similar order. Spud's got that early bow, picked up the arrows, and has had a little bit of a lead. Oh, there's level 4 in the Coast Raft spot. They both have the raft, so finding the raft won't be an issue, but let's see if 4 holds the ladder or the silvers. I feel like Sigil's gonna need, at this point, something different in order to catch up.
It's got an ugly enemy set too. The Dark Nut Wizard.
It's our favorite one.
$109?
I mean, you got 0 bombs, and lots of money in the seed, pretty easy decision.
Plus 6.
Yeah, I think Sigil's gonna need to find silvers or a ladder somewhere surprising. You know, a floor item in 7. You know, maybe goes back to 8 and digs all the items, not just the bow, something like that.
Well, that bow was kind of easy to find in 8. Until he finds it, it's Spud advantage.
Sigil once again evens the triforce count. Sigil got that triforce in 6 that Spud doesn't have, which is pretty easy to find, but level 6 is far away. Spud has the triforce in 3, which is also easy to find, but requires going through that blue Lamo room. There's level 9. Sigil sees it, so I think both of our runners have seen level 9 now. The wand is in 4, so our first offensive upgrade goes to Spud.
No, I'll say second because the bow and arrow.
Oh, good point. All the offensive upgrades go to Spud.
Yeah.
Still looking for silvers, has the red ring, now has the wand. I'll be pretty surprised if Spud doesn't stick out level 4 looking for the floor item. Oh, there it is, just a heart.
So now where is the Dorito? Could it be here? I think they rolled up. That bomb didn't kill them all in that spot.
I think almost everything is rolled up in the seed. Oh, look at that. That is 4-headed Gleeok in a Triforce room with wood sword, but at least you got the red ring and the wand.
Yeah. To me, that level looks like a chicken head.
Alright, big move here. Sigil's back in level 3. Got past the Lambos. So, should be not too far away from finding that any key, as well as the Triforce.
And this is a segmented fort, too. It is a small possibility that the Triforce could be in that segment if it's a right-hand staircase, I believe, right?
I think that is correct in level 4. It could be a staircase and still have an item.
Here, have another key that you don't need. But we got the compass. Free Triforce.
Sigil is 1 or 2 rooms away from that any key, I think.
It was the room that was left of that Gliok. I was, yeah. Buff Molas have a key.
Sigil's having the same experience as Spud, entering 3 without many keys, building up to 8 keys now, and then we'll find the any key.
Will he burn it? Really? Yeah, I think if he goes down 2 rooms from the Staphos.
Spud is gonna go do a max check, so let's see if your 11 heart call is good.
It was kind of nearby.
No
Oh,
luck. No luck.
you're alive. If he bombs here, will he burn it? Oh.
I'm sure he burned it in his mind.
I mean, it's like he burned the recorder for the Armos item.
He burned the red ring when he found the red ring.
The fire's taking too much time. Alright. 6 versus 4. The Triforce is deeper in 4.
Yeah,
Combat was nicer.
Spud is closing in on level 6. And Sigil is closing in on level 4.
They both enter pretty much the same time.
We have seen level 5, and 5 has a pretty nasty enemy set, so both runners did some exploration, but ultimately decided to come back later.
Yeah, I think Spud did a little more, but yeah. Huh. Here, have all my keys.
So Spud will find the Triforce right here, and takes a couple steps towards the door, and then heads back and picks up the glowing orb. Or whatever that is. Pokeball? Is that a Pokeball? I don't know anything about Pokemon.
And does the exact same thing as Sigil. So time pretty much equal for both of them in that 6.
So, Spud knows where 5 is, so I think they'll probably be heading right there.
And we know the Triforce in 4 is all the way at the top of this. I think under the E or the V. I can't remember, but it's up there. Oh, he's going for hints. Thanks, game.
I think that was the only hint we hadn't seen now.
Well, at least he did up a save, so he didn't lose money.
job with Sigil taking advantage of that Wizrobe sort of stuck in the blocks there. And again. Spud's gonna check the other hints and be disappointed.
These are spendy hints too. Does he have enough? No, he does not.
So they're gonna go back for the last hint.
Why not? You still need silvers. It could be the silvers hint for all he knows.
So I might need help from you, Freedom Fighter, from our tracker from chat here, but if we try to think about what we know, we've seen all the items in 1, all the items in 2, all the items in 3, all the items in 4. We haven't seen all the items in 5, I think. We've only seen one of the items in 6, and one of the items in 7, and one of the items in 8. Does that seem right?
Yeah.
So still a lot of places that the ladder and the silvers could be.
And that last hint he was not happy with. Manhandla has the raft.
Manhandla doesn't have the raft anymore. Spud and Sigil have the raft. Spud's back into level 5. Sigil grabs the triforce from level 4, so both of our runners have all the triforces except for level 5. Spud still has the bow advantage. Neither one has a lot of knowledge advantage beyond that, especially when it comes to where the silvers might be or where the ladder might be. They both have the red ring, which will help at least stay alive somewhat in this. Sigil hadn't found the wand, but now has the wand. Oh, burns the wand.
You see, level 5 is close enough to that either fairy fountain. I'm surprised he didn't get a refill before going in. Just because he already knew what the enemy set was. Nasty. Down a half a heart.
It's over here. It's not actually. It's not that far away, but it's not so close as to be a no-brainer.
Well, okay, it's a play I would have made.
Nice bomb on Spud's side.
Key was the pickup. Bomb in the whiz robes, always a good idea. Especially when you can connect with like 4 or 5 of them.
Spud finishes off one gross room, only to find a 6 blue Wizrobe most room. And then a tea room full of red dark nuts.
Hey, they didn't roll up. They're 4.
At least something didn't in this seed.
Hey, they missed the memo. They missed the memo. They're like, hey, what? We could have rolled up? Really? Now, I think if you want Sigil to win, the best case scenario for him is the Triforce ladder blocked, forcing him to go back into 8. To find the ladder.
Sigil did pick up the Triforce in 4, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he did, because he had full hearts when he went back in for the wand. Or he found a lot of fairies that...
Love love the hint for where level 5 is when you're inside level 5.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so Spud cleared out that that red Dark Knight room, only to find it. Another, is that four-headed Gleeok? This level 5 is stacked. Definitely the number 1 seed for levels in this particular siege.
Jeez. It's just missing Ganon. Oh, unfortunate death.
Half a heart. Spud's gonna bail on the Gleeok. Finds the Triforce next door. Oh, and
There's
a
a
ladder
ladder
on the floor.
Oh, Sigil
Kinda-
might miss that. There's a possibility Sigil might miss that. He may, screw this, I'm out of here.
Oh boy. The Dark Knights are closing in on Spud. Spud takes a death. Gonna have to
But
work their way back.
But he got the most important item in that room.
Yeah, it looked like they were likely to stick around and see if they could find the staircase item. Still needs to find silvers. Let's see if they go straight to the Triforce now, or at least you don't have to clear that blue Wizrobe room now.
That is true. Come back here, fairy. Alright.
Gotta re-clear this tea room. This tea room is not super hard, especially with the ladder. It's just a little time consuming to get to all the Dark Knights.
Oh, it's a lot faster when you can do the ladder clip. And he knows he doesn't have to kill the Gleeok here either.
True. So Spud is going to grab the Triforce, and if they're not sticking around level 5, I think it's highly likely, especially an hour and 6 minutes in, that they're going to head to level 9 now and hope that the silvers are in 9.
I think he's going to make a stop at the coast, pick up Betty, and then go to 9. Because you know where the white sword is.
Yeah, I mean, especially if level 9 has this Wizrobe Darkna enemy set, that white sword would be pretty helpful. Oh,
Back in 8.
We were both wrong. Spud chooses to go back to 8. 2 items outstanding.
And I'm going to say, depending on how many rooms he has left, that will determine if he goes for the 3rd item, if the first of the 2 items is not silvers. Because if you got like 3 rooms left, I'll do the 3 rooms.
Right. So from the dynamics of the race, this is pretty interesting. Obviously, if silvers is in 8, it cements Spud's lead pretty well. If it's not, it sort of takes away one of the potential catch-up plays that Sigil has at his disposal, but it also means if Sigil doesn't go back to 8, that Sigil can pick up some time. So it's an interesting dynamic.
We still need the stair item in 5. We have the stair item in 6.
And a floor item in 7.
And 2 here.
Yep, there's the heart, is the floor item in 8.
And Sigil's like, there you are, my friend.
Let's see, Sigil's got a lot of hearts, so gonna continue his exploration here.
Yeah, can be a little more reckless. Oh, imagine if this is silvers. A staircase right here.
All right, let's see. This is a big moment, and a heart in 8, and the
Oh my
silvers
gosh!
for Sigil in 5.
Oh, one room.
Oh my! Was that just one room past the ladder?
Yes, and
Oh
and 2
my.
rooms past the. and 2 rooms past the triforce.
Oh my goodness! What a
But
turn of events.
he has to clear these dark nuts.
That was one of the only and most significant things that could change the state of this race, and it happened just as Spud was finding the third disappointing heart container in level 8.
Alright, now here's the thing. Spud didn't find the map, the 5 or 6. He's going to 9, I'm pretty sure. No, he's not. 9's in the forest.
Doing another mags check.
Yeah, 13. Yeah, why not? He wasn't too far away from mags. And he gets it!
Answer the question in chat. When this flag set, the bow is allowed to be in level 9, but we know that in this seed, the bow is in level 8. Sigil, meanwhile, is going to pick up the white sword. And
Sword
probably
strap.
quartering to 8? Nope, gonna hit to 9 also. So this is, I think, gonna hit to 9. Is that where Sigil's going? Yep. So this is pretty interesting. So both runners, an hour and 10 minutes into the seed, pretty similar equipment, except that Spud has the bow and no silvers. Sigil has the silvers and no bow. How quickly will they find the items in level 9 to realize that the item each of them is missing is not in level 9? And then once they find that, will Spud go right back to level 5? Sigil go right back to level 8?
Well, here's the thing. Spud is going to potentially get a hint. Silvers lie elsewhere where Spud will get that, but there's no hint in 9 for the bow.
That's a great point. That a quick hint there could send Spud on their way much quicker than Sigil. Sigil found... Oh, they both found the compass pretty early. So
yeah, you picked that up.
You know, the princess is hanging out down at the bottom of the L column.
In the 2 teeth. Will it be a top door entrance or a side door entrance?
I'm going to guess from the top.
I'll go side. Why not? And watch, it'll be both. Oh, man. This race is...
else.
It's flipped on its head when he found those silvers.
And Spud was like one block clip away from getting there on their first try through level 5.
Yeah, he had a half a heart going into that dark nut room. A half a heart. Dark nuts cornered him, killed him. And he's like, I'm just grabbing the triforce out of here and hope silvers aren't here.
Yeah, I can't blame him for not wanting to go back into that dark nut room. It's just, it's amazing what was lurking on the other side.
But here's another thing. He does have a couple more hearts, but he's also got mags. So he should be able to slice and dice these Wizrobe Dark Nuts set a lot quicker. So his exploration should be quicker.
Yep, no, especially the Wizrobes where Sigil can't stack the wand damage with the white sword.
Now, one thing when I first started playing this, when you get the compass and no map, and you're looking for Ganon, the one thing I think it was Dave that told me, Panzer Dave, is, hey, make your way to the princess, because sometimes you find Ganon on the way to the princess, but then you also learn your path.
Yep.
That you gotta take.
I love that advice.
Or, oh, I hear a roar. Whose audio do we got? Sigil?
Sure.
Yeah. So I think Ganon's right next to Zelda. Yeah. Here's one room above.
There's the
Oh.
over to kill the beast imp, but Sigil has found it. Not yet, Spud.
Oh, that was a bomb door. Oh, Sigil needs to get over by Zelda. Or find the 2 staircase items. I'm thinking one's going to be the power bracelet, the other's going to be a heart.
But do you think there's any chance that Sigil would decide to abandon the search in 9 before finding both items?
No. No, I don't.
Yeah, I think if he was going to, he would have already, as soon as he found the roar of Ganon and has the compass. At this point, I think he's probably in it until he finds both items.
Or at least one. He hasn't found either one. Yeah, find at least one item. Spud needs to make it three or 4 rooms above Zelda. We know the hint exists. This could be an item.
It is, and it's the useless power bracelet.
That I called. I said power bracelet heart.
That's right.
This could be the other item.
So if they both were to leave 9 at the same time, Sigil almost surely goes back to 8. And then the question in 8 is, does Sigil go up, in which case he finds the bow pretty quickly, or does he go right and down, in which case it'll take a little bit of time? Spud? I don't know. Spud has 5, 6, and 7 as options. 5 is the terrible enemy set, but it's just a staircase item left. So I think 5's pretty likely. If they both go to the right places, which will be faster?
Say 5. Because 5 is a smaller dungeon. But he doesn't have the map, so he doesn't know what it looks like. Sigil's the one that found the map.
Yeah, was the map under the Gliok?
I don't recall. I didn't see him pick it up.
I do think Sigil killed the Gliok, so I think that might have been where it was. But even without the map, Spud knows that there's that room past the Darknut diagonal block room. So
yeah, I think Spud would find the silvers before Sigil finds the bow, because he didn't really explore much of that 8, or did he?
no, I don't think he did. But the bow's just not very far, so it depends a lot on just what direction Sigil ends up going in 8.
Yeah, so he's got to go up towards the top.
Yeah, if he goes up towards the top and bombs a couple of walls, then it's like 3 or 4 rooms to the bow. And I think the bow was just... Oh, it was a staircase item, right?
Yeah, it's a staircase. I think it was a diamond staircase, so he could just black clip it. Nice Patra fight. Stays alive. I'll leave the room, make sure it stays dead. All right, because you're on low health. Even though you get the red ring, it's still a half a heart.
Good point from Kennedy that Spud has now been in this 9 for a while and hasn't found that hint either, which is what Sigil needs. Sigil needs that hint to stay away from Spud as long as possible.
Sigil found the power bracelet, but has not seen the other item. That's not the hint he wants. They're almost in the same room. Okay, now they are. Now they're not.
Oh, could this room be the other item? Oh, half a heart and mags. Oh, no item. Yep, back in the same room. Well, the numbers said we were likely to get a close race, but you know, ultimately the numbers don't matter compared to what actually happens during the race, and this is a pretty close race.
Spud needs to go straight down if he can. Take the transport. Hopefully it brings him, for him, hopefully it brings him up next to Zelda. Kinda. If he goes down, that's his last bomb. That running out of bombs could actually help him. He's got to take a left. He hasn't done much of the middle. Ooh, bomb refill. Yep, there we go.
That's pretty nice. Sigil only has one bomb right now. Oh, Sigil gets a bomb drop too.
All right, now go towards the center.
They even run out of bombs and get bomb packs within seconds of each other.
If he takes this key door, that's the hint. That's the hint. He's got the hint. He's got the hint.
All right, so advantage
Up,
back to Spud now.
Boom.
Let's see if they head straight to 5.
He's like, oh.
If you're rooting for a game 3, and I would suggest, unless you're related to Sigil, you should probably be rooting for a game 3 because these races have been so amazing. This is a pretty good development.
And this is not 5, or is it? 6.
6. Oh boy.
Oh man.
I mean, the nice thing about level 6 is they just need a staircase item, but no map. Could be a very large level. Oh, but there's could it be right here? No, just a transport. Bug got the hint.
Oh
my goodness.
At
You're
least
also.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say you're also an hour 22 minutes in, and you know you're running. Both of these folks know you're running against a really good runner, so you got to be getting pretty nervous at this point. I wonder if that factored into Spud's decision to go to 6 because Sigil hasn't finished yet.
Probably, but he knows it's a shapes 6. If he remembers, it was a candle on the floor. That's the thing. Does he remember if it's a candle? Let me see if I look at his tracker real quick. No, I gotta wait for the ad. Hopefully he remembers it's a staircase item. And he's going through rooms, so...
Yeah, I think... yeah, exactly. From the way they're playing, I think Spud knows that they're looking for a staircase item. But that also means they're unlikely to pick up a map. Meanwhile, Sigil is sticking it out. Could this be the second item in 9 that might send Sigil on his way?
He needs it to be.
It is not.
Sigil saw the power bracelet near Zelda. Spud saw 0 items.
Yeah,
but
Spud
got
didn't find. Spud took a long time to find the hint and didn't find either of the items along the way. This could be
But he's like,
this could be a room, an item room, and it does
Oh.
not push.
money. Game makes you pick up all the money.
Oh man. Sigil's back to right near Ganon and Zelda. I mean, Sigil has to have seen 80+% of this level 9 at this point.
He just needs that one room. I recall a race like a year ago. Also, it was on the call. I can't remember who the 2 runners were, but he was convinced the second item in 9 was blocked by Zelda because they looked everywhere.
Yeah?
It was a silver. They're looking for silvers. They ended up leaving, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it's possible here, given that we know that item's not going to be necessary.
Well, no, it's not because Zelda's in the bottom tooth.
Yeah, there could be a, like, shutter off to the side. Oh, no, I see what you're saying, in the tooth. Right. Okay.
Yeah. And we saw the room next to Zelda. So she's not blocking it, but Ganon can't be blocking it because where he's at, and we've been on. Yeah, he's been in every room.
In every room except for
the item room, and it's probably behind this shutter door.
Oh my goodness! But meanwhile, Spud struggling to find that item in 6, and Sigil finds that item. Still could zip over to 8 and take this one.
But he might go to 6 too.
It's possible, but he's got 3 rooms in 1Q8, which is not that big. I gotta think Sigil up there. Spud finds the magic boomerang in 6, and now will Spud head to 5?
If he goes to 5, I think he has this race.
Gotta go to 5. You can't go to 7 here, right? That's 5.
That's 5. That's 5. Now, will he burn the arrows?
Meanwhile, Sigil could be seconds away from finding the second item in 8, in 9.
They call it a heart.
There it is. Freedom Fighter knew it from the start.
Called it.
All right, so Spud's into 5. Got to get back over to the triforce and move past there. Only a couple rooms. Sigil needs to hightail to 8, but Sigil goes to 7.
And the items are in the bottom. Either both or one is in the bottom.
Sigil got the red ring from 7. Only has a floor item left in 7. I hate to say it, but I think that's going to make this pretty tough for Sigil. I gotta think that is also a meta play. The Sigil's thinking, hey, if it was in 8, the silvers were pretty easy in 5, so would have thought Spud would have been done by now.
This is a room you don't have to clear, I don't think. Maybe they cleared it, but the bubbles kept the room locked. Maybe he does have to clear it for the shutter door. And there's bunnies in this 7.
I think for all Z1R players learning this game, this race is a textbook example of avoiding the metagaming plays.
Oh.
Totally understand the plays. They just didn't turn out to be the right plays in this case.
Oh, there's our bait block for what it's worth.
There's the Gleeok room, then Spud will find the Triforce room. Now, Spud has the red ring. Spud is going to be back in this blue Dark Knight room with 1.5 hearts after that the death the first time around. Let's see what happens.
But he only had a half a heart that time.
Yeah,
but they're playing nicer.
There you go.
And it's a nice clear.
Let's see if Spud burns the silvers, knowing that they were one room away from it 20 plus minutes ago.
He's got bombs out. Oh, he's just like, no, clock's ticking.
129.25.
Oh.
We finally have a runner in go mode with bow, with silvers. Spud knows where the princess is, but we don't think Spud knows Ganon, or maybe not the path yet, but it's not too hard to get there.
Oh, he's an 8. He goes to 8.
So Sigil still, if he goes the right direction, could still make this interesting if it takes Spud a little bit of time to find the path.
But he's got mags. Does he have a potion? No, he has no potion either. I saw the letter. Bombs in the Ganon. No, Ganon's down.
I think the bow might be one room to the right of where Sigil is. I'm not sure.
Yeah, one or two. But he's in the Ganon fight, and there is no top entrance to Zelda. He has to go around.
It'll only take 4 hits, though, from Mags.
It's 2. 3. 4. Switch to silvers.
Down goes Ganon, and time is running out on Sigil, who's gonna find the bow just as Spud is heading towards the princess.
But he doesn't have the path. Yeah, he does. Straight down, and door's gonna open. Gets the bow.
It's not going to be 13 seconds like yesterday's race, but this was a heck of a race regardless. Get your GGs out in chat for Spudozaurus, who takes game 2 and will force a game 3 in this so far pretty phenomenal series between these two racers. Spud's official time was 1 hour, 31 minutes, 31 seconds. Sigil's back in 9. Sigil has the path, and will be right behind Spud.
He's seen every room but 2 rooms. I hope he has the path. He never went into Ganon's room.
Sigil has a path to everything.
I don't think he can get... Well, they didn't try. Maybe he did.
And we're joined by our Game 2 winner, Spudozaurus. GG's, Spud.
Thank you.
This, like most of your races with Sigil, was a heck of a race.
Yeah. Once again.
My gosh.
We got Sigil who's fighting Ganon now. There's a lot to talk about from this one, but I think the headline is you and Sigil entered level 9 the first time about 30 seconds apart from each other.
Nice.
You were missing the silvers. Sigil was missing the bow.
Oh.
Because Sigil had found the Triforce early in 8 but hadn't stuck around for the bow. And you, of course, had died to those dark nuts your first time through in level 5, whereas Sigil had gotten the silvers.
Oh yeah, if I don't die while trying this clip in the diagonal room, it's such an easier seed.
You finished 25 minutes quicker if you just
exactly.
made that one clip in the Dark Note room.
Yeah.
Get your GGs out for Sigil, who finishes with, what time did Sigil finish? Finishes at 1:33.25, just under 2 minutes behind Spud, and we'll have a game 3 in this fantastic matchup.
Yep.
And we're joined also by Sigil. GG, Sigil.
GG.
GG, Sigil.
My level 1 was horrible.
Oh, the whole seed was tough. The level 9 was, the combat was awful. Even with Max.
I had stupid deaths in level 1.
Yeah, Sigil, you had a couple of overworld deaths also early on. The story of the seed for a long time was that Spud had bombs early in level 8 and managed to pull the bow out before getting the triforce, and then had arrows, and that helped Spud's combat some through some of the early levels. And the two of you did a lot of things roughly the same, with Spud just being like a couple of minutes ahead. That flipped on its head. You were both in level 5 at the same time. Spud went one room past the triforce, picked up the ladder, was only on half a heart, tried to block clip around the blue darkness, but ended up getting cornered and taking a death. Spud took the triforce and moved on, whereas Sigil, you got the silvers your first go through 5. You both entered level 9 within half a minute of each other. Sigil without the bow, Spud without the silvers. And Spud, it took you a long time to find that hint about the silvers. Sigil found the hint about the silvers quickly.
I went the whole way
basically
around.
full cleared level 9 looking for both items.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
full cleared level 9.
No,
Yeah.
basically about it. You
No,
were in
no.
every room in that level 9.
Yep.
So-
I felt so behind because of my deaths in level 1.
No, you really weren't. It was pretty
Yeah.
much even up until... Actually, Spud, I would say, had the lead until you found the silvers in 5. And then it's like, oh, that flipped. It's all evened up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not surprised by that.
And I
then-
might
Sorry, Sigil,
Yeah.
I just gonna say, the last thing I wanted to say was, like, then you both left level 9, and I imagine you both felt you were behind, because you both seemed to make the metagaming play, where Sigil, you went to level 7, Spud, you went to level 6, instead of going to, Sigil 8 with the 3 items, and Spud 5 with just the staircase item there.
To me, it's not so meta gameplay because I play with the room closed, so I don't check it. So it was more like, if I want a chance to win this, I'm going to 6.
I figured if it was 8, Spud already won.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's possible.
yeah.
Because I found the try so early in the seed.
Yeah, that was a kind of gamble on my part. I could have taken that triforce too, and I just decided against it.
Yeah, I had
just
no
killed the
bombs.
first round. Yep. That's bad. And yeah, one funny thing is, with this year we talk a lot in DMs about the game and stuff like that. And we often say that I'm better on the easier seeds, the one that go the jet seeds, one with easy combat, and he's better on the harder ones. And yesterday it was an easy and he won, and today was a harder and I won it. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, the two of you are, I think, incredibly evenly matched. I mean, we
Yes.
were saying early in the race that we looked at your average race times for all of last year over hundreds of races, and the difference was only 10 seconds. So, and then a 13-second win yesterday, a 2-minute win today. Every one of these races could go either way.
yeah, totally.
Other things about this seed, I loved it felt like almost all the enemies rolled up. There were beefy ropes and beefy gels and beefy tektites.
Yeah, bomb droppers in the Overworld were okay, but apart from that, in dungeons it was pretty awful.
I think the red Lionels had more HP than the blue.
Yeah, the blue were done.
I think you both got all or almost all of the hints, which were pretty useless.
Yeah, It was nerve-wracking, like buying all the hints and nothing useful, and still no idea where to look for silvers.
You
yeah,
both.
you
Sorry.
both got the book at the same time, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty early for me, and Sigil too, so I guess.
Spud did get the any key on their first time in level 3. You know, fighting through that ugly blue Lamola room, whereas Sigil, you bailed and had to come back for it. But you both had a similar experience of picking up like 7 free keys in level 3 and then
Yeah.
finding the any key.
Yeah. Oh, that tree was bad. The left molar right in it in the beginning was very bad. So I guess I was lucky to find that a bit late.
I found an early-ish, I think, level 3.
Hmm.
I found it around 30 minutes in.
Yeah, I think I must have been a bit later about that. Not sure.
Sigil, we enjoyed you burning the recorder, the red ring, the wands, basically burning just about everything you found.
I was tilted from the
Yeah, no
first
matter.
5 minutes of the seed.
Oh, well, I hope you both, if you choose to watch it back, I hope you both enjoy it, because while it was not an easy seed, it was a very exciting race.
Yep. I haven't watched the first one yet, so I'm gonna watch the both one after the other. So yeah.
Freedom Fighter, any other thoughts about today's seed?
No, you pretty much covered it really well. Exciting race. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Do we know when Game 3 will be?
So we're figuring out, but I think with the rhythm the tournament is going, I think we can wait for next weekend. So it might be by then. But I'm gonna ask admin if it's okay to wait until next weekend.
Well, we will look forward to it. The winner of Game 3 will play the winner of Chess Jerk and Sea Falcon, who have their Game 3 tonight. So that'll be an exciting race, and I'm sure we're all going to tune in to see your third race, because these first two have been fantastic.
Will we get a third one of no second quest?
Oh yeah, that's true. No second quest yet in our series.
I mean, I'm gonna root for, silvers deep in a 2Q level 4 for both of you for the third race.
2Q4 or 2Q8? I mean, on the floor.
We can put one item in 8 and one item in 4. Well, I guess you can't have 2Q both.
I'd rather explore 2Q8 than 2Q4.
I'm with you, Sigil.
None of them.
Spud is rooting for another no 2Q seed.
Yeah, just give me full easy dungeons, full nice 1Q8 and stuff like that.
It's such a relief in this flag set when you're early on, you go in a dungeon, you see those Stalfos, and they're not shooting swords. So it's nice to see.
Yeah, and one seed is so different from another, because depending on what you're rolling, like that's why times are so all over the place. You can go 130 or 50, and it really depends on what happens during the war.
Any other thoughts on the seed from either of you?
No, I'm good. Thank you, guys, for restreaming, and Smilefire's too behind the scenes. And yeah, look forward to the next one.
Same. Thank you for the restream.
Yeah. Hey,
Freedom Fighter, any final thoughts?
thank you for being an awesome co-commentator, and thank you, Maciar, for tracking for us. Awesome job. It helps us out. Looking forward to tonight's matchup between Chess Jerk and Sea Falcon at 9:30 Eastern.
Fantastic, and thank you, Freedom Fighter. I had a really good time doing comms with you today. I'll repeat your thanks to Malkier, and thanks again to Spudozaurus and Sigil for a fantastic race. And thanks to chat and everybody who hung out with us this morning, this afternoon. It was a fun time. Hope everybody has a great day.
All right. Good afternoon.